Join me as I take on the challenge of breaking free from toxic influences in my life, and I'll show you how easier it can be. It's easier than you think. Toxic influences are all around us, and they can greatly impact our mental and emotional well being. They can hold us back from achieving our goals, making progress, and living the life we truly desire. Recognizing and addressing these influences are crucial for our personal growth and development. When we think of toxic influences, how often we imagine negative relationships or abusive partnerships, but the truth is that they can take on many forms. They can be bad habits that we've developed over time, um, as excessive social media use or unhealthy eating habits. They can be societal pressures that dictate how we should look, how we should think, or how we should behave. They have even become our own self doubt and negative self talk. Whatever the form, these influences can drain us of our energy, lower our self esteem, and hinder our happiness and success. Toxic relationships can be notoriously difficult to identify, especially if they're friendships or family relationships or anything that has been a part of our lives for a very long time. But one key sign is that if you often feel drained, if you feel unhappy, or you feel unfulfilled after interacting with that person or interacting with a particular thing or activity, even, these bad habits can be just as damaging. They hold us back from achieving our goals and making progress towards our dreams. Societal pressures can be even more insidious, making us feel like we're not good enough or that we need to conform to certain standards. The first step to breaking free of these influences is to acknowledge their presence in our lives, wherever they may be. We need to take an honest look at our relationships we're in, the habits that we're cultivating, the ways in which we are allowing societal pressures to dictate our choices or have any kind of influence over us. We need to recognize how these influences are impacting our lives and our well being. Identifying these influences requires a great deal of self reflection and honesty. We need to be willing to look at our lives, our relationships, our habits with a critical eye and acknowledge the ways in which they may be holding us back. We also should be seeking feedback from trusted friends or family members who may have a more positive objective or perspective on our lives. One of the most powerful strategies for identifying toxic influences is to pay attention to how we feel when we're around certain people, when we're engaging in certain habits or activities. Do we feel energized or uplifted? Do we feel drained or unhappy? Do we feel like we're living authentically, or are we trying to conform to someone else's standards? I remember a time in my life when I was trapped in a toxic relationship that was draining my energy and holding me back from pursuing my dreams. It took a great deal of courage and self reflection to finally acknowledge the truth and to take action to break free. It wasn't easy, but it was one of the most liberating experiences of my life. Looking back, I realized I was living someone else's dream, not my own. I was trying to conform to their standards and expectations rather than living authentically and pursuing my own passions. But the moment I broke free from that relationship, I felt a sense of freedom and empowerment, and that I've never experienced before. Breaking free of toxic influences isn't always easy, but it is worth it. When we prioritize our mental well being and take action to remove these influences in our lives, we open ourselves up to a world of possibilities and opportunities. We're able to live more authentically, pursue our passions and interests, and build meaningful relationships that uplift and support us. So, Breaking free of toxic influences is a crucial step in achieving our goals, in achieving our goals and making progress in our lives and living a life we truly desire. By recognizing these influences and seeking feedback and taking action to remove them, have to take action to remove them from our lives, we prioritize our mental well-being and live more authentically. Remember, taking control of our lives and our relationships is a powerful step towards a happier, more fulfilling life. So that'll be the end of this video. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to share your experiences in the comments. If you're interested in building positive habits and creating a more fulfilling life, check out my video. Check out my website, sweetandyuka.com. And also, think about how to create a morning routine that sets you up for success, to set you on your day every day. Bye.